Hello out there to everyone in the verse. Gabby here with my weekly show where I do my best to offer up advice and solutions to the many interpersonal problems that any one of us might face, whether that be tackling relationship difficulties or just being an ear for someone in need. Tonight we have a couple of interesting stories I want to share, and of course a Dear Gabby update as well. Remember that if you have your own difficulty you would like to share, please mail in your concern or you can post it in the comments below, and I will give my very best advice to you if chosen. So be sure to let me know your troubles for your own chance at a problem-solving take from the galactically known Gabby. Happy Luminalia, Trumbull. How have you been?
Happy Luminalia to you as well. I must thank you for the red sweater. It really came in handy on a trip I took to Microtech to gather some footage. Now, if only I had matching gloves.
Well, Trumbull, Luminalia is far from over, so you just might see some gloves arrive as well. I have to say, this year's event has been a spectacular one, and it always pulls me out of my tired slump from our busy months prior to it, and I now have a renewed sense of energy and am ready to tackle the rest of the year.
I have to say I feel the same. I thought I was not going to have time to enjoy the season, nor the energy, but ever since it kicked off I have had more energy than I thought possible.
Well, some out there might still be looking for deals on gifts, so this next advertisement is for them. So Trumbull, go ahead and roll the thing. Before we get into this week's show, I first wanted to talk about a company that really needs no introduction because they are on billions of wrists across many systems, and when paired with their Referral AR lenses, offer up real-time contextual information. Now, some of you might not be aware of some of their other amazing products, such as their Muse SimPods, which are used to offer up the most sophisticated training programs there are. Microtech's HoloTable and HoloMap technology is also the tippity top in their class, and I don't know of anyone who does not use their amazing tablets. So when you are anywhere near Microtech, be sure to head on down to their visually amazing store. Say, Trumbull, have you visited their store on Microtech yet?
I have, and I was very impressed at the cleanliness, with floors so clean you could eat off them.
Yes, Trumbull, I suppose you could eat off them. Be sure to check out all of this and more either from their amazing clean store on Microtech or directly from your Mobiglass and have it shipped directly to your doorstep. Use code Galactically Known Gabby to save 15% off your next purchase.
Terms and conditions apply. Delivery not available in some areas in the Stanton system. If from Lorville, check to see if your area has availability.
Our first letter is a good one to get us started on the giving season, and they write, Dear Gabby in Space, Happy Luminalia to you and Trumbull. I am part of a charity that helps provide food for our less fortunate citizens in the verse, and so we wanted to remind everyone that can to volunteer this season. So not just those who have can enjoy the season, but also those who have not. Any charity is a good one, and for those interested in helping out, just use your Mobiglass and look for the closest charity, whether that be in a kitchen somewhere preparing or serving food, or providing donations, whether that be in food, clothing, or credits. Many charities around the verse need your help. Thank you, Gabby, for giving me this quick platform to raise awareness for those in need. Signed, Charity the Selfless. Dear Charity the Selfless, love the name. It sounds like a great role-playing character's name for a tabletop RPG, and your message was selected because it is the start of the holiday season, and it's a great reminder to get people motivated to help others, which is what the holiday season is all about. Trumbull and myself will both be donating our time this holiday season, serving up food along with you, and we encourage everyone who can do something to please do so. This is the one time of the year we can all put aside our dislikes about the verse or government or other ideologies and just come together to share and show support for one another. For anyone interested, as Charity the Selfless stated, you can do so by going to your Mobiglass and searching the word charity, and you will be shown the closest charities to your location, or you can search the location you would like to donate time or items to. The search is also reputation based to weed out any fraudulent organizations who might try taking advantage of any charitable revelers. Thank you for the letter and happy Luminalia to you. Our second writer was recently disrespected while at the IAE show, and they write, Dear Gabby in Space, I am somewhat known around the verse for my content that I post, and normally I get both my fair share of good and bad interactions while out in public. But during the IAE show while on the tram, someone walked past me as they were getting off the tram, and they spit on me. And then I heard them laughing about it and called me some nasty words I shall not repeat, so I know they know who I was. I have to say that I thought in this day and age that we as a people had moved beyond such petty and disgusting behavior, and to see and hear him outside the tram laughing it off like he was some brave, noble man made me feel pity for someone who obviously has many interpersonal issues to where they felt that spitting on another human being somehow made them feel better about themselves. I can say that to that person, it has not stopped me from wanting to produce content. It has not made me afraid, and it certainly has not made me think any less of myself. I hope you find the help you need to overcome whatever it is that has you feeling the need to denigrate others. Signed, Spit Resistant. Dear Spit Resistant, first off, I want to applaud how you handled this. There are plenty who would let this alter who they are or how they interact with others in the world, and more walls would come up instead of being more open to the world. As for the cowardly spitter, there really is not much lower you can go beyond more physicalized forms of abuse, and to do something as some passerby quick sneak attack versus standing in front of a person and resolving or voicing any issue you might have shows how truly spineless you are as a person. I doubt you will seek out the help you so desperately need, because facing and owning up to the issues that plague one is the first step in getting the help you need and takes a much braver soul than you. However, if you really want to own up to it, then feel free to write to me here, and I will of course help you work through the issues that have brought you down to such a low, scummy level. Thank you, Spit Resistant, and I look forward to seeing your continued growth as your attitude clearly shows that you will only move up and on from here. It is now time for our Dear Gabby update, and this week's update comes to us from Space Trucker Edwin, who has written in before with some helpful tips or warnings for cargo runners out there. So let's see what he has to say now, and he writes, Dear Gabby in Space, Space Trucker Edwin here, and with the holidays here, I wanted to offer up some friendly warnings for those who live life in the cargo lane. There are plenty of deliveries to be made during the holiday season, and so be careful what you are hauling and who you are hauling for, as some characters who seem festive might not be so, and you could very well be working for pirates and not knowing it. Anyway, it's a hard lesson learned, and I would hate to see legit cargo haulers end up at Klesher. Take care out there and keep those ships locked. Well, thank you, Space Trucker Edwin, for the helpful advice and caution. We did not mention this, but Trumbull had a scary incident where he was almost taken advantage of during a pit stop, but thankfully our intern Carl was there, who grew up on Hurston, so he has some street smarts and kept Trumbull from making a huge and most likely illegal mistake. Thanks again for your advice, and do keep our listeners updated on future issues you come across. Take care. That is all for this week's show. Tune in next week, and until then, I hope you all stay safe out there in the verse. Me and Trumbull wish you all well. Thank you for watching. Say goodnight, Trumbull.
Good night, Trumbull.